What's up, YouTube? So I've started getting parts in for the hot rod, and I'm also still waiting on some things, but I feel like now I have enough to get started. So far, I received my front axle, which is the half-inch drop axle for the semi trucks. Um, this one here. I've also received the wheels I'm going to use. I went with the G-Made stamped steelies in chrome. I'm thinking about weathering them, but we'll see how things go. Uh, I've also received my cross member center section. This is a flat design in hopes of getting the chuck a little bit lower. The original cross member hangs down a little less than half an inch, but hopefully this will help. And it was on eBay, it was cheap, so not a big deal. The other thing is all my electronics are in there, so when the time comes, it's ready to run. I am still waiting on my rear axle. I'm not going to reveal what it is yet. If you guys want to try and guess what it is down in the comments, that'd be cool. It's nothing spectacular, but if you guys want to let me know what you think it's going to be, like a Dana or a 9-inch or a Yoda style axle, just go ahead and throw it in down there. This is going to be the starting point. It's going to be an original SEX10. It started life out as a dingo. One of my buddies bought it. I guess I think he got it brand new as a dingo, and then he built it into a blazer, and then I acquired it a little over a year ago, and then I played with it with I had a Toyota body on there that I messed around with for a little while, and it's been kind of sitting around here like this. So this is going to be our starting point for the hot rod. In my entry to win the hot rod, my original plan was to use the SEX10 rails. Here's a good shot of the wheels, in case you guys didn't see. And then I'm using the extra wide 1.7 semi tires, and then the rims are 1.9, so we got them stretched on there. I was thinking about filming that, but that was a project. So I didn't end up filming it. I figured everybody's seen tires mounted on beadlocks before. There was no need to make a video about that. But yeah, my original plan was to use the SEX10 frame rails, and then I started thinking, and I was throwing around the idea of just building my own chassis for it. I'm not a stranger to metalwork or welding, so I'm not intimidated by it. I know I could definitely do it, but for what my plans are, I'm back to thinking this might be my best option here, just because of the way the frame's laid out and in the front. I don't want to run the suicide axle in the front, that leading axle. I really want to put the axle underneath the frame and make a more, how it's showed over there, a more compact one with the axle under the frame, the way it should be. So I'm thinking maybe this kick up and the little arch might work to my benefit. And then I plan on finishing the ends like a stock Model A would have, like a Ford frame of that that's enough gabbing. I'm gonna get started stripping this thing down, and then we'll see about putting that body on there. And we'll use this axle for mock-up. I think I might leave this whole the whole rear section together, and just get the front out of it so we can get that front axle underneath of it. And then I have some plans for that cross member when mounting that too. So when we get there, I'll explain what I'm thinking. Sorry guys, trying to get you a better view there. Making sure you can see it. going to take the top links out. They're just going to be in the way. They're causing me a headache. That's how you know this is an old SDX10. The screws are all Phillips heads. Okay. So we're down. Oh yeah, gotta get this out of there. One sec, guys. I'm trying to find some, here we go. I ended up not doing anything with the cross member. I'm gonna think about a few things a little bit more before I go ahead and do anything. Pull the trigger on making any cuts or drilling any holes. What I'm thinking too is I ran into an issue back here with the drive shaft. I had to remove the front half of the rear drive shaft. It's hitting the back of the cab back here. So we're going to have to make some kind of a clearance for the drive shaft here. I'm also thinking where these notches are. I think I might cut up into it a little bit more. Not much, maybe just another 1/4 of an inch. Just to drop that cab down a little bit lower on the frame. I'm not worried about seeing it. I'm going to build a bed for the back of this, so I'm not concerned. You know, you won't see that cut or those, you know, any of those clearances that I'll have to make. So I'm not worried about that. I did end up having to remove the upper truss and the upper links and stuff like that just to get them out of the way. Just trying to figure out what's going to have to be done here. I am going to cut this frame in the back and notch it to make clearance for the axle, so it'll tuck up in there, so we can get this truck a little bit lower. I ordered another set of frame rails that I found on eBay real cheap. They were stainless steel C-channel, so I'm gonna wait on that. That's what we're gonna use. So that way we'll be rebuilding that frame with the same frame. I just thought it was a good way to go. You know, I didn't want to attach the 1/2 inch stock to this frame, and I wanted it to look right. So I didn't want to use something different that might not have been the right size, right thickness. Stuck this little piece of styrene through the grill here, and I'll actually sit on there. It was. There it is, guys. This is what we got so far. I just put that front steering link in just to hold the wheels straight because they kept flopping back and forth and annoying me. So I just threw that in there to keep them straight. We are going to have to do something, lower it, you know, to come down below the frame. But that's how it's looking, just sitting on the SCX10 frame rails without any modifications. You know, the only thing that's done to the back is the upper truss is off of the rear axle, and then everything is just laying down on. Sorry, the camera's so shaky here. I'm trying to get you guys in there close so you can see what's going on. I mean, it's sitting pretty low now. I mean, as you can see, it's maybe 3/4 of an inch off the ground. But that's it for right now. And I will see you guys soon in a part 2 video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, guys. Take care.